Visit ticketcompare.com. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
It's about getting the win, and that's what he managed to do. So congratulations to him. Another defence on his record, and what is good about winning is that it leads you into bigger and better things. How do I rate the performance? Exceptional. He got the win. He knocked him out in the first round. And that's what you're supposed to do in the game. So credit to him and his team. I give Stevan a lot of credit, but the issue is, what people seem to forget with Stevan is that he hadn't boxed a 12-rounder, he had boxed one 6-rounder in 3 years. Not only that, he was actually a late replacement, so he wasn't actually in a training camp for Deontay Wilder. Ortiz was in a training camp for Wilder. Ortiz had got banned for substances that weren't on the legal list, and Stevan was a replacement, so I'm sure he didn't have a full training camp. But nevertheless, as I said, Wilder got the job done, and that's all that matters. All fights are defining. I don't want to undermine the Klitschko victory at all, due to the fact that I'm fighting Deontay Wilder. The Vladimir Klitschko fight stands by itself. It stands on its own, do you know what I mean? And my fight with Deontay Wilder is a completely separate entity. It was a real memorable night. And to even mention that Deontay Wilder fight will be a defining fight without even knowing the outcome yet is kind of disregarding everything that happened in that fight with Klitschko April. No problem if Wilder wants to fight early next year. It's no problem. But the issue is with a lot of these fighters is that no offers have been made to me. So what we have to do then, which Eddie's doing, is flying out to the United States to make time. So there's no issue with fighting Wilder. If he's not making an offer, we'll do it on my terms. We'll present him with an offer, and we'll go from there and see how they feel about the offer that we present, as nothing has been presented from their side. And that only goes to the champions, because you're talking about Joseph Parker and Deontay Wilder. It's the same situation with both of them. Correct, and no offer has been made from their side, and no offers have been made from our side, due to the fact from our side is that we had a mandatory in place. My mandatory was taken care of last weekend, and now we are taking the time and effort for Eddie to go out to America, as there's one thing talking about what goes on and acting, but negotiations don't happen over social media. So behind closed doors, we are actually keeping the ball rolling. It's no problem fighting at Twickenham, but for all the people that are coming out to Twickenham to watch the show, I'd love to have a credible night, someone with some assets, some of these belts that I'm trying to get my hands on. Do you know where I'm coming from? So it's no problem fighting at Twickenham, but let's just focus on who I'm fighting first. Two athletes need to come together in the sport of boxing. So that's why even if I was to go back to Wembley, I wouldn't be like, oh, this is going to be better than the Klitschko fight. Until the fight's done, I don't think you can rewrite how great that night was. So I've never been there to watch a game, but when I was younger, I went there on a tour to look at the grounds. It's got the hospitality side of things, and any stadium that caters for a combat sport definitely has a place for boxing in it. I'm serious about becoming undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. I've unified the division already. I've been fighting for titles since my 15th fight. So that goes to show that there's never been an issue with me taking on challenges and fighting for titles. We're just making sure that a lot of these guys that are talking and making noise are really, backing up what they're saying. Because as I said, I haven't heard anything behind closed doors about, look Josh, we've had this offer from this camp or that camp, and this is what they're putting to the table to get this fight happening. It's not happened that way. We've had some discussions and trying to scope out the plans for 2018, and with that being said, we've still got 2017 to kind of look at the landscape, and that's why we're already making tracks of communicating with different managers, different promoters, and trying to find out who to go to, because it seems that everyone's doing the talking for some people at the minute. So we're just going to try and go direct to the source and say, look, we've heard that you want to fight. Unfortunately, nothing's been received on our end, but if this is the case, let's look at how we can make this happen.